Maaliskuu, which is Finnish for March, the month of March. And Maaliskuu is said to come from the saying Maaliskuu maan paljastaa, which means that March uncovers or reveals the ground, the earth. Ma, which means the ground or earth, is really, now is the season that really the ice and snow starts melting away, and soon the ground is covered, at least in the southern parts of Finland. The other etymological explanation that has been said for the month of March comes from Estonian, I think. But anyway, it's a mahlakuu. Mahla means the sap of like birch or maple, these trees that have this nectar fluid flowing in them. And now is the season that soon it will start flowing there, especially going then late March, going to April. Again, this is a lot of variation in different parts of Finland. But yes, Maaliskuu truly is the month of beginning of spring. This marks the season of light is here. And now people have been traditionally looking for in the forest the signs of spring. And one of the first signs is called Tapion riihenpuinti. Tapio is the forest god of the forest, lord of the forest, king of the forest. And when he does this sort of riihenpuinti, then we find that there is like branches of the trees like pine and the rest on the ground, and that is these spring winds that blow those branches off from the trees. And this has been traditionally a great sign of spring. Or signs of spring, or like signs of spring that is about to come. The winds are starting to blow. The winds of change. And this sort of this flow of these nectars of life in the trees, the wind blowing in the forest, this is all sort of describes the movement that the nature starts making after a long winter, being curled up in the winter nest. Now is a time for movement and flow of life, which prepares for the growth of life. And now there are runes that sing about the luonnottaret, which means the nature goddesses. And they are said, sometimes they are referred to as the sun goddess and moon goddess. And they are said to be sort of spinning the yarn of life and yarn of destiny. And preparing for us for the growth. Like I was talking in the earlier videos, this yarn of destiny or thread of life that these nature goddesses, the goddesses of destiny, create or prepare. Then from those yarns or those threads, then the fabrics of life are made. And forest, one word for forest, for specific type of forest, is kangas, or fabric, or cloth. And sort of cloth, this fabric is the basis of life, and that gives then the possibility for the growth. In Finnish sort of tradition, it has been taught like this. The fabric of life, or the cloth of life, which is threads of destiny make, is really the ground we walk on, or where the ground where all our food grows from. And that's why in March we celebrate a very important day, which is called Matopäivä, the day of the worms. Of course, mato is a name that can refer to worms or also snakes. And snakes and worms in the Finnish mythology are seen as sort of quite connected to the fertility of the ground. when these worms and snakes starts crawling, and in this matopenti they start appearing from, they come up on the rocks to warm themselves in the sun. And what they do in the ground, well, we all know worms are what gives the ground its fertility. So they are very important creatures, sort of secretly doing their work. They look very harmless. Snakes look very harmless, but they actually have a very powerful bite and poison. And same way, worms look like nothing, but actually they have extremely important function in the spring and coming summer. They give the ground its fertility, its ability to be fertile, and they are the worms of the ground. And in March we really do honor them. And this matopenti is celebrated very close to the spring equinox. And spring equinox, yes, is when day and night are equal. Actually, light and darkness are equal, and this has marked a very important point in the yearly calendar in most cultures, but also in Finland. And this celebration of the Day of the Worms or Day of the Snakes, coincides very well with this spring equinox. Spring equinox means that now the season of light and fire is here, and soon the growth of summer is about to start. And we do celebrate Easter around March or April also, but about Easter celebration I will make a different video and go lengthy into the details of this amazing celebration of spring. And of course, Easter marks the same celebration of victory of light over darkness. And for the Easter celebration, this sun and moon play a very important part, because Easter is celebrated after spring equinox, which means the celebration of the sun, and then the full moon has to come also. Then the Sunday after that is the Easter. So it means that really now the light has conquered the darkness, and these nature goddesses, the sun goddess and moon goddess, they are now on their full force, and soon the season of growth is here. And also, this is the season of astrologically the fish or of the Pisces, and their symbol is the fish or two fishes, and in the Finnish runes, this season has been marked in the birth of fire runes, where in this mythological folk tales or these runes tell the story how the fire of life, that life force that is in all of us, in all living beings, is born in the heavens, and from there it falls into the ocean, and there it's eaten by a fish, and this fish is eaten by another and another, and this fire of life is then found from inside of these fishes. So yeah, fishes really symbol this season very well. This is the season of really, we're preparing for the growth, we're preparing for the season of fire. The season of fire and growth is soon here, and the fish is sort of the first sign of this in the waters. Even in evolution, we can think about it. From the waters, the fish are sort of one of the first living beings, and mythologically they play this very important role of sort of being the carrier of this fire of life. And yeah, like I started this video, Maaliskuu is the month of flow of rivers, flow of wind. now we celebrate also, we have days that are dedicated to the river god and rapid god, and sort of the flow of life is here.